Ho, 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 ho. Sweating to the truth, nothing but the truth. Put my hands on the Bible, y'all point me to the booth. Sweating to the truth. Yo, new season, new colors, new merch, new swag. Go over to Imago Day Apparel Shop and get in your bag with our latest gear. I promise you won't be disappointed. Rep the kingdom, I rock in his image. Every order and purchase goes into helping me bring you better content. And so every order and purchase is greatly appreciated. We thank you for the support, and as always, peace and love. Yo, what is going on, bro? So I got a good one for you all today. Crazy one. Actually, y'all know I like to be specific on what type of ones I got for you all today, bro. But Plies decides to step in and put his 2 cents in when it comes to the leadership of this country and that of our choosing. And I say this. You ought to be mindful of where you step your foot at. Because sometimes you're going to step in something you don't want to step in. Was that Sparkle song by R. Kelly? You better be careful what you say to me because it might turn around on you. That's what we got here, bro. Let's tap in. So Plies says some black men are no different than some white men and or women. They have a problem seeing a woman in power, especially a black woman. They can't see themselves being led by a woman. They're perfectly okay being led by the white man because for many, that's the only way they know. And I'd love to say to that, Plies, nah, bruh. Some men are just real and they can see the fake. Mr. I exposed her to real, now she hate lame. Some men just see what this administration has done for the past 3.5 years and understand that Kamala would be no different and even worse. Some men just understand how she's conveniently black when she needs to be just to garner the black vote.
Certainly, you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
I was elected the first black woman to be elected a district attorney in the state of California. And then I was elected Attorney General of California, making me the first woman and the first African American ever elected as an Attorney General.
Some men just understand how she disproportionately targeted black men while being a senator in California and how she even profited off of their cheap labor as if she was some sort of slave master.
Oh, Kamala Harris. Oh, she's running for the vice presidency. I call her Miss Lock Up a Brother, for when she was the AG in California, a Negro knew, a black man knew that he was dead in the water. He was dead in the water. Matter of fact, you don't need a trial. You might well go into jail if you appear before her because she took pride in locking up black folk. And now all of a sudden she's trying to be sister girl. I'm telling you, check out her record. She locked us up left and right. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, you did, Kamala, however I should pronounce it, you did. And now we're supposed to forget all that stuff.
Some men just understand that she's the modern day Margaret Sanger, who uses the black community to push abortion. Some men just understand, Plies, that all the Democrats do is talk about race and want to talk about how they're here for the black people. But for the past 60 years, ain't done nothing for the black community. Some men just understand, Plies, that Kamala has no real policies at all whatsoever, nor does she have any idea of what she's talking about.
And also, what else
are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously, very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously.
Some men just understand that how they use black people as a save face for the LGBTQ agenda just to push that agenda.
Let's just name a couple hard truths. First, the intersection of Black rights and the rights of the LGBTQIA, trans, and gender nonconforming people continues to be rough. It's a huge understatement. Even as we demand equality at the top of our lungs, we consistently fail to extend our advocacy to protect some of our most vulnerable among us. And second, Black trans people are being targeted, terrorized, and hunted in this country. Every day, everywhere. And there's rarely a whisper about it. We honestly don't approach this work as activists or leaders as much as we do this as parents. Parents who love our children and will do whatever the hell we can to keep them seen and secure and safe. This is a conversation worth having in ways that can actually build bridges, right? They don't fan the flames of hatred or division. They don't enable lawmakers or justice systems to look the other way when Black trans people are under attack. They don't drive more young people to hate themselves or harm themselves. They don't cost people their lives.
Some men just know that Kamala isn't good for America. But unlike you, my brother, they ain't afraid to say it. Some men just know a real man when they see one. And Trump represent every bit of that.
Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we...
He ain't perfect, but we know a real when we see one, and I salute it. Mr. I expose her to real. Now she hate lame. Some men, and this is one of the most important ones, just want generational wealth and be able to take care of their family. And know that Trump will put us in the best position possible for that to happen. Some men, Mr. Plies, just knows how to leave the feelings and emotions out of this and think logically about the situation, bro. Some men just have common sense. It don't take rocket scientists to figure out and see what's going on here, Mr. Plies. Some men just understand that the legislation that they push incentivizes women to be single, for men to not be in the home, not be fathers to their children, so that they can receive benefits from the government. Because when you receive benefits from the government, we all know they can tell you what you can and can't do. And guess what? If you have a father in the home, if you have a man in the home, they take those away. So they encourage that. That legislation that they push encourages that. You would think that they would try to put some type of legislation that would encourage the fathers to be in the home. But they don't do that. Some men just understand that it's through their legislation that they got women, and black women in particular, to believe, and this is their words, not mine, that I don't need a nigga.
Let you know we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
I believe black people are the only race that has come out vocally and said that they don't need a man. Now, I'm pretty sure other races, and I don't like using that word, but in this sense I'm going to use it, has said that. But for the songs that have come out in our communities, you even got men, INDEPENDENT, encouraging it for our women, bro. Boss chick. All the women, independent. Come on, bro. Some men just understand that men are supposed to lead, bro. And some men just understand that it's not about gender, it's not about skin color, but it's about policies and what you can actually do for me or do for the country to put us in a better position. All in all, some men just aren't like you, Plies. Mr. I exposed her to real. Now she hate lame. And that's all I say to that. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace, love. I'm out.
100, 100, 100, that's all I know. Ain't taking a dime off. We working, and that for sure. Ain't taking no time off. We serving, deliver hope. Forget all that crime talk. 100, 100, 100, that's all I go. Yeah, that be what I'm